Happy New Year! Yes, that's right, 2022 has begun, and in this video I'm going to teach you how you can make your dreams a reality this year. New Year's resolutions. How many of us can say that we actually stick to them? We all begin a new year with good intentions, but before we know it, we slip back into old habits, and those New Year's resolutions are out the window before we know it. What if I told you that it didn't have to be this way? That every dream, goal and ambition that you have can become a reality. The truth is, we can make our dreams a reality. We've just got to believe enough and put a plan in place in order to make these dreams come true. In this video, I'm going to sit down and give you a step-by-step approach and give you some suggestions to how you, potentially this year, can make your dreams a reality. Now, this YouTube channel is normally about me travelling around Scotland, showcasing this country to you and showcasing my photography adventures and teaching you photography along the way. But every creative person out there, whether you're into photography or any other forms of creativity, you all deep within you have these dreams and these goals and these ambitions that you want to achieve. But so many people never make them a reality. We are all filled with limiting beliefs which come from other people's opinions or come from our childhood and our upbringing that we have to work through in order to put those voices to bed and start working towards our dreams. Whatever it is that's stopping you achieving your dreams, I want you to banish that from your life and begin to make them a reality. And in this video, I'm going to give you a step-by-step approach on how you can do that this year. And I hope that by the end of 2022, that many of you will be doing the things that you've always dreamt of doing. So grab yourself a notebook and a pen and let this adventure begin. Before we begin to work towards your dreams and your goals for this year, I want to tell you the importance of writing things down. Now, in the modern day world, so many of us just fill our heads with so much information that we often come up with amazing ideas or have interesting dreams and goals that we want to pursue, but we don't actually do anything about them. And these ideas are just moving around our head constantly to the point where we often feel overwhelmed and we don't actually act on these amazing ideas and inspiration that comes to us. Using the power of writing is incredibly important. Now, many studies have shown that if you write down your dreams and your goals in life, you are 42% more likely to achieve them. And by writing them down, I don't mean getting your laptop out and typing them up in a Word document. While this may increase your chances of doing them, there is something even more powerful about actually going old school and getting a pen out and physically writing down the things that come into your head and the things that you want to achieve. If you think about it this way, if you go shopping without a shopping list, you may come home with most of the stuff that you need, but you often aimlessly walk around, you forget one or two things, or you come home with a heap of things that you don't really need and junk food that you don't really need to eat. But if you go shopping with a shopping list of clear things that you want to buy, more times than not, you come home with exactly what you need and your temptation to buy other things is decreased. And the same goes for your goals and ambitions. If you just go out there aimlessly into the world and hope that things will happen, generally speaking they won't. Things become quite chaotic. You get distracted all the time. But if you've got a clear plan and clear intentions on what you want to achieve in your day or your week, your month, your year, or even your life, then you are far more likely to work towards achieving these things. So before you even begin the process of making your dreams a reality, get yourself a notebook and start writing down your thoughts. Now, what are your dreams? This may seem like quite an easy question for many people, but the truth is we all have dreams within us. Every single one of you watching this video will have things that you want to achieve in your life. They could be your stereotypical things like a certain career. You might want a certain house, a relationship, a certain car. Or they could be more personal to you, like you dream of hosting an exhibition of your paintings, or writing a book, or making a difference to the world through teaching or studying or travelling, whatever it may be. Every single person deep within them has dreams and ambitions. As I was saying in the last section, if you just let these dreams go around your head without any thought or planning, you will get to later in life and these dreams will still not have become a reality. But if you can grab yourself a notebook and start writing them down, you can begin the process today. So step number 1 is allow yourself to dream and then write your dreams down. What do you want to achieve in life? And most importantly, what would you like to achieve this year? Step number 2 is to put a plan in place. It's great to have dreams. They spur us on, they get us out of bed in the morning, they give us things to work towards, they allow us to meet new people. Dreaming is great, but if you haven't got a plan of how you can achieve your dreams, then the chances of them becoming reality are very slim. A good example of this is think back to when you were at school and you were asked, what do you want to do when you leave school? Let's say, for instance, you wanted to become a doctor. Now, everybody knows that nowadays to become a doctor you need a degree. So when you're at school, you begin the process of getting the grades that you need to then get yourself to be able to apply for university, then to be able to go to university, to get the grades and go through all the curriculum and the training that you need to then graduate as a doctor. You've got a very clear plan of the stages that you need to go to get there. And the same goes for anything else you may have in life. For instance, if you have a dream of getting some of your photography published, if you just sit there thinking, oh, one day I want to see one of my images in a magazine, it's probably never going to happen. But if you can start to put a plan in place to how you can potentially make that happen, the likelihood of it becoming a reality is increased. So what you may do is you may start putting your work online more to increase your chances of getting noticed. You may speak to other photographers who have had their work published to get an idea of how they did it, so you can then do similar things to potentially get your work published. Or you may start submitting some of your work or your writing to publishers in the hope that it may get picked up. But without putting a plan in place of actions that you can take to move yourself towards getting that publication, as I say, nothing's going to happen. So once you've worked out what your dreams are and you've written them down, it's time to do some research and put a plan in place of the stages that you need to take to hopefully make it a reality. Now that you know what your dreams are, you've got an idea of how you can achieve it, it's time to put goals in place to make it a reality. Now, goals should be small and manageable things, and a lot of people who are very successful in life will wake up every morning and write down 5 things that they want to achieve that day. It can be really small things to, sending an email to somebody, or going for a walk, or spending an hour at the gym, or spending an hour reading a book, whatever it may be, but it's things that they know that they can achieve that day. And even if you are incredibly busy, I can guarantee you that there will be 5 or 10 minutes in your day that you can find to dedicate to the things that you love that will help you move further towards that. For instance, if you think about how much time so many of us sit scrolling through our phones in the evening, you could put your phone away and spend that time practicing your craft, emailing people, trying to make things happen for your life. This stage I think is really important because if you think of your dream, although it's exciting to imagine you getting there, you often feel so far away from making it a reality. So if you can set yourself small, manageable goals throughout the day, week, month or year and begin to tick them off as you go along, you break down your dream and your goals into smaller, manageable ones, which makes them much more likely to happen. A lot of the most successful people in the world did not become successful overnight. They had to work very slowly towards achieving their dreams and breaking that dream into manageable goals, and every day doing something small to just get them that little bit further, closer to achieving them. Also, if you make your big dream into small manageable goals and make it into a tick sheet in your notebook, every time you achieve one of those goals and you tick it off, you get a feel-good hormone in your brain, which makes you feel really positive and motivated. And the more that you train yourself to tick off things on lists, the more you release this feel-good hormone and the more motivated you feel towards achieving the things that you want to achieve. And we all want that little dopamine hit every day, don't we? Many of us get it through social media and scrolling on our phones, or through compliments, or through achieving things at the gym or things like that. But what about if you could achieve that dopamine hit every single day just by ticking small little goals off of a list? It's something that we can all do. So think about that. How can you break down your dreams and your plans into small, manageable goals that you can work towards every week? Enjoying the process of making your dream a reality is probably the most fundamental thing that you can focus on. If you keep focusing on that end goal, you just feel overwhelmed and you feel like it's so far away, and that you don't actually enjoy the process of getting there because you are so fixated on getting that publication, on getting that job, on getting that degree. But if you can enjoy the whole process of getting there, it becomes so much more easier and achievable. An example of this may be going to the gym. If you are so fixated on losing a certain amount of weight or getting a certain body shape, then it just feels overwhelming. It feels like you're never going to get there. And when you go to the gym, if you're not seeing improvements every week, you eventually start to feel very negative about it because you haven't got to that end goal. But if you can go to the gym 5 times a week or however many times you want to go, and you start enjoying the process of going to the gym, enjoy the way the exercise makes you feel, and enjoy the hormones and the feelings of being there and the progress that you're making, the experience becomes so much more enjoyable and you're far more likely to reach your goal because that negative feelings don't keep coming in every time you don't see results. And the same goes for our creative endeavours. If you want to become a professional photographer but it's not happened yet and you've been trying for years, but you've not actually enjoyed the process of getting there, you've not enjoyed applying for the jobs or applying for the roles or learning the photographic techniques or trying to get the publications or liaising with photography companies or trying to get clients, then the truth is when you get to that dream goal or that dream at the end of it all, it's not going to be what you thought it was going to be, and that whole process of getting there wasn't enjoyable for you. But if you can enjoy every little step you make towards achieving your dream, it makes it easier to achieve and it's much more easier for you to get there. So just enjoy the process. What can you do today to get yourself a little bit closer to achieving that dream? And just do these little things all the time, and one day it will become a reality. Now, some people are great at making goals and dreams and writing them down and going out there and making them a reality. But there are many people who really struggle with this and who often need somebody by their side to give them guidance or motivation to get them there. This person may be a mentor, a coach, a guide, or a teacher. And if you think about it in life, there's a lot of different situations where we look to people for this guidance to get us through things. An example, going back to the gym situation, there are a lot of people who can easily motivate themselves to go to the gym, but for those who can't or who need that extra motivation and encouragement, they will employ themselves a personal trainer to help them train and work towards the goals that they want to achieve. Equally, if you're struggling with your mental health, I would highly recommend getting yourself a counsellor, because you can sit down and speak through all the things that are going on in your head and the things that you're struggling with, and they will give you guidance and suggestions to help you overcome that and maybe help you work out where all these negative thoughts came from in the first place, and it can be so beneficial. But what about your creative life? If you go to college or university and do studying in a creative genre, then you will get that. And if you book yourself onto workshops, like photography workshops for instance, you may get that guidance and teaching that you may want for your photography or whatever other genre of art that you're interested in. But what about helping you personally on a one-to-one basis? I have to say there's not that much out there that does this. But if you're interested, because it's the beginning of a new year, because it's almost a year since I launched this, and because I really want as many of you as possible to achieve your dreams this year, for this month, January of 2022, I am offering everybody that signs up to my online photography mentorship program 20% off the full cost. So whether you want a one-to-one Zoom call with me where we sit down for an hour and a half, look through your images and set you goals to help you move forwards, or whether you want to sign up to the full 4 months where we sit down on a one-to-one basis through Zoom every month and set you new goals and challenges and discuss everything that you've been doing over the past month to help you move towards your dreams, you can get 20% off each of these options. And like I say, it's just for January, so if you want that guidance and that mentorship, this is a great time to sign up to get that discount. If you want any more information about my mentorship program or you want to sign up, there's a link in the description box below and possibly up here too that you can click on to get all the information that you need. It's been an honour to work with a number of people this year from around the world through Zoom to help them achieve their goals. And it doesn't have to just be photography either. I've worked with people this year who have been wanting to start YouTube channels or have been wanting to get to know the basics of video editing and putting videos together, and or finding outlets for music for videos or to put over their photography. So if there's anything around photography or the vlogging and YouTube side of things that I do that you think I can help you with, then the mentorship may also be of benefit to you. So yeah, I hope to see some of you there, but if not, thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope it's giving you some food for thought. We all have dreams, every single one of us does, but not everyone goes and makes them a reality. But the truth is, the only person stopping them from coming true is you. It's time to get out of your way, start working towards these dreams and creating them. And that all begins today. So as I say, grab yourself a notebook and a pen. Start writing down your dreams, start putting a plan in place, break it down into achievable goals, enjoy the process of getting there, and if you do need help to get you there, and it's about photography or videography or YouTube, then feel free to sign up to my online photography mentorship program. I hope that you all achieve your goals this year, and I wish you all the very best. As always, I want to say a huge thank you for watching, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you all again next time.